It's getting serious now. I got X-ray going to really show you the button inputs here. Now I'm going to show you, so MF50 is move forward, SR50, it was me strafing right, so I'm hitting W and D, but I'm also actually SR50ing, so I'm also holding the strafe on button and the turn right button, but that's beyond the scope of this video. SR40 here, this MF50 and SR40, this is just me holding W and D. Turn right, this is the TR and TL are just referring to my mouse movement, and the number is referring to my speed. So turn right 3 isn't too much. I believe what this is the number of short ticks that you're actually moving your mouse over by. Could be wrong, but in general, all you need to know is that is just referring to the speed and just how drastic that movement is. So gotta be in there while I press buttons to advance the demo here. And yeah, it's in full bright. Sorry, that's just what X-ray does. But check this out. As I get to these first few platforms, I want you to pay attention to when I start doing turn left and when I let go of strafe right. Because what's going on in here is I'm trying to get to this platform and then move over here. So by the time I get to this platform, since I am, moving forward and strafing right, my momentum is all the way in that direction. Like if I don't hit anything, I'm just going to slip off the edge there. So I need to hit a button that is stopping myself, that is fighting that momentum, so I can stop on that platform. But since I'm also trying to be fast, I want to be doing that at the same time as I'm advancing to the next platform. So you're going to see me turn left, make a big turn left. You're going to see me holding forward, and you're going to see me strafing left. And the purpose of that strafing left is to stop yourself. This is what my friends would call counter strafing. So right about now, this is just before I reach the platform. In anticipation, I'm going to start turning my mouse to the left. To see, it was a turn left 1, and then all of a sudden it was turn left 5, and I'm strafing left. So once again, strafing left is stopping that momentum, because otherwise I'll go flying off to the right. So I'm stopping my momentum. I did a big turn, and that big turn at first is to align myself to this platform that's just about going off the screen. And just before I get there, because these next platforms are going to be even more to the left, right before I get to this platform, I need to do another drastic turn of my mouse to the left. That way it'll make it to those platforms. So check it out. Here is turn left 8, which is a lot, and even 10 and 7. So that is what it takes to turn over and reach this. And since I am still holding strafe left, I don't go flying off the edge. And it's a very controlled movement, and I'll make it to those platforms as I'm holding move forward. Now this is where it gets to where you have to really like sense it well. So I was holding strafe left for this long. This is just a feeling kind of thing. As you play more platforming maps, you'll get to feel just how long you need to hold on to those buttons to counter strafe. How long it actually takes you before you finally canceled out that movement and you don't need to worry about it anymore. So you reach a point where that momentum to the right is gone and you're just able to just hold forward and make it to these platforms. And I've chosen to stop myself on the platform, and then for these next ones I just strafe forward, and then I can hold forward and strafe right. This is a very simple jump, these ones right here. So I could have taken these faster for sure, but anyway. And then once again, I stop myself. So that's what MB is. MB is me pressing S to stop myself on the platform. So I strafed right, and then when I finally got to the platform, I was moving forward and I strafed right, and then because I'm going in that direction, to stop my momentum, I have to hit move backward and strafe left. So it's like I'm holding W and D, and then when I make it, I need to alternate over to S and A. That's going to stop my momentum. And then I can make it to these next few. And then this is going to show you that this right here, move backwards and strafe left, it works because it's the opposite direction of where I was going before. So you'll see that I do it a little bit differently for these two platforms. I move forward, And for this platform that's just going off screen here, I actually turn to the right and I just strafe left onto it. So check this out. So I was moving forward and then I'm about to let go of move forward here. So I just strafe left onto it. I'm not hitting anything else. And then just before I got there, I started strafing right. So I was strafing left to get to the platform, then I strafe right to stop my movement. And now I want to jump to this next platform. So from that position, what it looks like is you just need to hold forward to get to that platform. But once again, I've still got momentum over to the left. So if I'm not holding strafe right at this position, I'm going to go flying off the side. So that's why I'm holding strafe right. As I do this, I'm moving forward and then I make it to that platform. Then I decided to turn over again. So there's your turn left 6, big movement over to look over to this next platform. But I still have momentum going to the right. So once again, I'm going to start hitting strafe left, but at the same time, so I can advance to the next platform, going MF 50, move forward 50. So these next few platforms are just going to kind of put it all together. And what we've got here is we've just got a quick movement. Just listen. That's how I do that. That's how I do that. It sounds like just shifting it over to the left and then right. So you got turn left 1, then 5, then 11. And I'm also strafing left so I don't fly off the side. And then when I get just about to that platform right there, I'm still holding forward. And then I do a big turn to the right and I start holding strafe right so I don't go flying off in this direction. And then I can make it to the platform. And lots of very similar things going on here. Yeah, so it just goes to show you just how much the mouse movement can do as far as your speed. See, one of the things you might notice as you watch, if you watch my videos, my older videos versus my newer ones, my movement got a lot more erratic with the mouse. That way I can dodge better. Because after studying the movement players, I noticed just how much they're moving their mouse. For example, here's a turn left 15. Like, that is a lot. That is a major mouse turn right there, just to make sure that I can make it to this next platform. Because after watching the movement players, I saw this and I realized just how precisely you can actually dodge things. Especially for Dimensions Map 3, I started to do this a lot. So anyway, hopefully that'll get you started. I know that was a lot of information. I'm going to try to put it to practice and show you how. Another big thing about platforming that I haven't mentioned yet is knowing exactly where you are on a platform after you land. So you've learned now how to counter strafe or even how to stop yourself on a platform. But after you stop yourself, you might still have some of that momentum you had before, or in the process of stopping yourself, you might even overcorrect and have a momentum in the opposite direction. And that's what happens a lot when you're doing stuff like this one with really tiny platforms. And the only way to correct it is to just do it a lot. And even then, you're still going to see me screw it up probably. But yeah, so right here, I still had momentum forward, and so I didn't correct enough. See, so I saw myself still moving forward, and I had to adjust myself. And now let's say I want to make it to that platform. You see, I actually overcorrected, and I was about to slide off in that direction. So you have to also pay attention to after you land on the platform. And yeah, and that's a fun thing too. When you do land on the platform and you're getting ready to jump to the next one, you need to know where you are, because right now, if I step forward, I'm not going to build enough speed to make it dead. See? I know I didn't hold the button long enough, but still, like right now, like that's not going to make it at all. But if instead I decided to go like here, there, that'll make it. Now this, I'm also a little too far to the left. See, that's another great thing. Like you can have all these landmarks to help you decide where you are on these platforms. So that's also a really good thing. And you just got your intuitive sense that you build after you spend enough time with some of these maps. Even Dimensions Map 2 can do this for you about knowing where you are on the platforms, but that's mostly if you're taking it slow. If you're taking it fast, it's more about that counter strafing thing. So eventually, you'll build up to fights like this one where you got to be aware of your surroundings in a way that you don't fall into pits and die. So that's why I highly recommend Dance on the Water, because it'll help you to build up some of those skills. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, sure I got zapped, but whatever. The idea of this WOD really is a lot of testing your movement instead of just brute force combat. So I think if you really want to improve that, this is definitely the one to do it, because this fight was all about trying to stay close to that mega armor where those sniper cybers can't see you, and any deviation from that, like the arch vials cause because you have to dodge them, the lost souls because you gotta not rocket your face, dealing with that cyber that walks forward, dealing with all of that at once while being aware of that, I think is gonna help to sharpen your skills. Now for the most important tip of all, and that is the mindset, because if anything, you can't blame an 80 damage missile this time. You can't blame infighting rockets or Doom 64s. All you can blame is yourself when it comes to platforming, and that's not the best thing for your mental health, especially if you lose runs very late into it to a small mistake. And you know, I've talked about this before, but it's even more so with platforming. So I hope you guys understand that it is very tough to platform in this game. Like the precision, the movement is so precise. Like any small like overcorrection with the mouse, overcorrection with trying to stop your momentum on a platform or not correcting enough, and then you slide off a platform, tiny platforms, trying to go fast and making just a small movement error. Anything can happen, and it does happen to all of the best players out there. So always keep that in mind, and no matter what you're doing, Frog and Toad map 10, Dance on the Water, or even this map, just don't let it get in your head. Try to just forgive yourself, move on to the next attempt, and just try to do better and better every try. So even, you know, the way that platforming does to your confidence, for the longest time I still felt like I wasn't qualified to talk about it, and I still don't, but I'm happy to share the small amount of knowledge that I do have. So hope you guys enjoyed, hope you found this useful. Till next time, peace.